Hello everyone! Thank you for joining to my video. My name is Yehuda Stephen Sabdono Situmorang from the Faculty of Law at University of Semarang. Okay, in this video, I will discuss the civil law system of Yemen and we will explore like historical background, main characteristic, and the challenges it faced in modern times. Okay, let us begin. Okay, to begin, let us look at the historical background of Yemen's civil law system. Yemen legal framework has always been shaped by a combination of influence. Islamic Shari'a law, tribal customary law, and later, elements of Europe's civil law tradition. Historically, Yemen was divided into different political entities. During the autonomous period, Sharia law was dominant and particularly the Zaidi interpretation in the north. After the fall of the autonomous empire, the Kingdom of Yemen continued to rely heavily on Islamic law and tribal custom. In the south, under British colonial influence, a different legal tradition developed, incorporating aspects of common law and codified civil law. When North and South Yemen unified in 1990, this diverse tradition had to be merged into one national legal system. But today, Yemen's civil law reflects this pluralistic history. It is a system where Sharia principle remains central, but codified studies and modern constitutional frameworks also play an important role. This mixture of religious, customary, and civil law tradition makes Yemen's legal background unique in the Arab world. The basis of Yemen's legal system rests on three interconnected pillars. First, Islamic Sharia. Second, tribal customary law. And the third is a modern law. First, Islamic Sharia forms the core of the system, especially in family, inheritance, and personal estate matters. It provides the moral and religious foundation that guides judicial reasoning and legal outcomes. Second, tribal customary law continues to operate alongside formal institutions, particularly in rural and community contexts. This custom regulates local disputes, reinforces social cohesion, and influences how justice is perceived and practiced. To formalize this practice, Yemen introduced the Arbitration Law No. 22 of 1992, which provides a legal framework for resolving disputes through customary arbitration. And the third, modern law represents the state formal, written legal framework. This includes the Constitution, national legislation, and most importantly, the Civil Code No. 14 of 202. The Civil Code governs contracts, property rights, obligations, and civil procedures, providing the structure and clarity to civil transactions and ensuring predictability and enforceability across the country. Next, we turn to the structure of civil courts in Yemen. At the base level are the primary courts, or courts of first instance, which hear civil disputes involving contracts, property, family, and commercial matters. Above them are the appellate courts, which review decisions from the primary courts to ensure fairness and consistency in the application of civil law. At the top of the hierarchy stand the Supreme Courts, the highest judicial authority for final appeals and for maintaining uniformity in legal rulings. In addition, Yemen has dedicated personal status courts that educate family and personal status matters under the personal status law, or often cited as Law No. 20 of 1991 or 1992. These courts handle marriage, divorce, maintenance, custody, and related issues, applying Sharia-based rules, and articulate in the statutes where relevant matters not convert reference to the strongest Sharia evidence. This structure allows civil disputes to move from local resolution to national oversight, while personal status courts provide specialized adjudication for family law allied with Sharia-based personal status provision. Finally, let us consider the contemporary developments and challenges facing the Yemen's civil law system. In recent decades, Yemen has attempted to modernize its legal framework. The Civil Code number 14 of 202 was introduced to provide clarity in contracts, property rights, and obligations, while the Arbitration Law number 22 of 1992 continues to support alternative dispute resolution. These reforms reflect Yemen's effort to balance Sharia principle, tribal custom, and modern codification. However, the civil law system faces significant challenges. Ongoing political instability and armed conflict have weakened judicial institutions, making it difficult for courts to operate effectively. In many regions, tribal arbitration and informal dispute resolution have replaced formal civil courts. Another challenge is the tension between Sharia-based personal status rules and modern civil legislation. Issues such as family law, inheritance, and women's rights often highlight the difficulty of harmonizing religious principles with contemporary legal standards. Furthermore, limited resources and lack of judicial independence hinder enforcement of civil judgments. Corruption and administrative inefficiency also reduce public trust in the civil justice system. Despite these obstacles, Yemen's civil law continues to evolve. International organizations and local reformers advocate for strengthening judicial capacity, codifying clearer status, and ensuring greater access to justice. The future of Yemen's civil law will depend on its ability to reconcile tradition with modernity and to rebuild institutions capable to delivering justice in times of crisis. As we come to the end of this video, it is clear that Yemen's civil law rests on three foundations. First, Islamic Shari'a, second, tribal customary law, and the third, modern law. This pluralistic system reflects Yemen's history and culture, but it also faces serious challenges: political instability, weak institutions, and tension between tradition and modernity. The future of Yemen's civil law will depend on strengthening its course, harmonizing diverse legal tradition, and ensuring justice for all citizens. And yeah, we didn't realize we were already at the end of this video. I want to say thank you for your attention and thank you very much for watching this video. And yeah, see you next time. Dadah.